Hi everybody, this is Sherry, and I just wanted to show you a card that I made today. A friend of my daughter's, who I think of as a second daughter. She's practically, if my daughter isn't at her house, she's at our house. Asked me if I would make a card for her friend's graduation. And she didn't want a typical graduation. She said that the girl's favorite colors were blue and yellow. She liked daisies and ducks, which just reminded me, I forgot to stamp my duck on the inside, but I'll take care of that when I'm done here. This is the card that I made. It's a 6x6 card, and I just used a basil yellow cardstock for the base. It was 12x6 scored in half at 6x6, and I used My Mind's Eye Moments paper. This is an old one. This was some of the ones that people were getting for a penny, and the blue and the yellow paper both came from that. Then this flower here came from the dollar spot at Michael's. And it was actually kind of pink in the middle, and I sprayed it with my Recollections yellow shimmer spritz to give it the color I needed. I didn't have any daisies, and I had this one had just a little bit of pink, and then there was, it was a pack of 4, and the pinks got brighter and brighter, and so I was like, well, that's not going to work. So, which actually I tried, trust me, it didn't work. And so I was able to get that one, but I didn't know what I was going to do for the blues. And I had some blue sprays, but they were all pastels and they didn't look right. And somebody, and I think it was Trisha, a little shabby chic, gave me these a long time ago. And I've been holding on to them, and I knew that they would come, they would be there just when I needed them, and I needed them, and they were there. God is good. So I took and I layered 2 of them, and again, I didn't have the right blue, and I was like, to spritz them with, and I was like, great, what am I gonna do? I tried, mixing up, and I have homemade sprays that work just fine. It's just to try to get these darker colors is really hard. And then I remembered, after I had botched I don't know how many batches, that if I use my cake coloring colors instead of food coloring, I'm able to get the darker colors, but it was alright. What I did was I took the dark blue that I used to do her dress with and one of my Copic markers, and I used the chisel tip, and I colored it blue that way. So that worked out well for me, and I like that it matches really well, and it's the blue that's in the dress. So I was real happy with that. I'm not very prepared tonight, guys. Forgive me. I'm trying to get this done before my kids get back from church, working on some stuff for Vacation Bible School. This image is Tilda with rubber boots. I collared her completely with my Copics, and I put some Wink of Stella here on her bow and some glossy accents here on her boots. This is my new Spellbinders die, and I'm gonna have to go get it. Forgive me. Like I said, I thought I was prepared, and then I realized I definitely was not prepared. This is my first one of these Imperial Gold, and this was the first time I had used it, and it was definitely, I wanted this one right here, this second one in from the largest. Well, I don't know what it would cut if you don't use this outside one. It doesn't, the outside piece, the largest, is what cuts. I don't know. I'm going to have to practice with them and see how they work. And then it left this really neat, I'll move it up here. The negative space had this really neat design all the way around it, which I do not use the negative space on things very often, but if you're somebody who does, you know, that would be very, very beneficial. I think you could really make some neat cards like that. But it's something that I'm going to definitely, if I'm going to get any more of these, I'm going to have to work on, because I had never I'd never used it like that before. And it's called Gold Majesty Circles is what it's called. And so it cut this out, and I'll bring this up because it's got a lot of detail. I mean, it just detail there, it cut those little dashes out, detail there, and holes, and you gotta kind of see there. If I tip it, you can see some more detail of the embossing. And I didn't even run it through with the embossing mat. It just really did its job. It was pretty amazing. These are some I Am Roses 6mm yellow rosebuds, and I put 3 on this side and 3 on this side to kind of finish out the I like my things to be kind of like in a half circle or something like that. I like them to have a Lord, I can't even think. Please forgive me, guys. I've not been feeling good today, and I've still been having pain, and I had to send my husband to get the pill to put under my tongue, and it took the pain away, and I'm okay. It's just I've got a massive headache from that is it nitroglycerin or glycerin pill, whatever it is. So, but I needed to give this to Randa tomorrow, so I had to get it finished. It's just I'm having trouble thinking because I'm hurting so bad, so forgive me. I've got Stampin' Up! Pearls here in this. No, not Stampin' Up! Pearls. They weren't as big. These are Michael's from the dollar bin. They're pearls and gems in the middle because they were bigger. And I think that's everything on the front. I told you I colored her with my Copics. And then I used the 110-pound Recollection cardstock and cut this into 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And I used 2 different sets of stamps. The first one is My Favorite Things, and it's called My Favorite Sentiments, and it says today will be the best day ever. And then I used the Joy's Life Mother and Daughter stamp set, and it says congratulations right here, and I just put that above and left plenty of room down here for her to write her sentiment. And I am going to stamp a little duck right there, just because I thought it would be cute, and seeing as how she likes ducks that well, so I thought that would be neat. But it was kind of fun coloring these with my Copics, because then I knew that I got, you know, I was using something that would match. And so I hope you like this card, and again I apologize for all the fumbling and stumbling. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know what you think. Thanks for visiting me today, guys, and happy crafting. Bye.